Come closer. I want to talk to you. I'm going to tell you an astounding story. The story of the Maltese Falcon.
What have you ever given me beside money? Have you ever given me any of your confidence, any of the truth? Haven't you tried to buy my loyalty with money and nothing else?
What else is there I can buy you with?
We were talking about a lot more money than this.
The one I should plug in now, boss?
No. He may be of use to us later.
Well, that may be, but I've got the Falcon.
And an ill-fitting suit, sir.
Good one, boss.
Entertainment Picks starts right now.
Singing, swinging, living in a dreamland. Grooving, moving, rolling with a big band. Rocking, bopping, getting all the moves right. Dancing, dancing, staying out till midnight. Never feel down, knowing the boys are back in town.
Thank you. Yes.
Woo!
Thank you, please. Please.
All right.
Please, thanks, Mom. Thank you very much. Gary. So welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Entertainment Picks. I am Andy Knode.
And I'm Gary Kiser.
And we've got a great show for you. I mean, it's a
good one.
I think it might be better than our last one.
It's a bold statement, but I'm with it. I'm with you.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's everything has a national day.
Sure,
right? There's always a national day.
Yeah.
And what's that say? No. Well, soon it's going to be the National Corn Chip Day.
No. Actually, I've been waiting all year for
No,
that.
really.
All year.
January 30th. Yeah, all year is National Corn Chip Day. It's the only day of the year that you can purchase chips that are cornbread. I screwed that up.
No, not actually cornbread. No. No, just go. No, I get it.
That's less funny than when I said it before.
I get it. It's bread, cornbread, corn chip day.
No, it's true. It's it's a day that many cultures will visit their local monastery to see their chipmunks.
Do we?
Yeah! Nailed that one.
Where's the monastery?
Same place the chipmunks are, okay? All right, I got one more. It's when the award for best students go with, hang on, let me try that again. It's the day with the, you know what, scratch that one. Moving right along.
Those are corny jokes. Here's my punchline.
Yeah.
Right, those are such corny jokes.
They're not any funnier if I read it correctly.
Right, okay.
Just trust me.
Kill it.
All right, moving right along. New year means new resolutions, and we all make. Do you make resolutions?
We do. My wife and I made a resolution to be better fiscally responsible. I think.
That makes sense.
Does
Good.
it?
Well, my wife did
and
come up with a great resolution for herself. She wants my resolution to be to make her coffee every morning.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it seems all right. I kind of pushed back a little bit, but she said that it is in the Bible. It's
biblical.
Biblical, yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
It says right at the top of the page, Hebrews.
Hebrews. Yeah, it's a great. It's in the Bible.
It's not great. No, this is terrible. These are the worst jokes here. All right.
Get what you pay for.
It's true. It's true. I didn't pay a dime for these. But our boss has been making his rounds.
Mr. Kniegelbubber.
Mr. Kniegelbubber.
We don't want to say his real name.
That's true. But he asked me a question I wasn't quite comfortable with.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I'll have to look up at our employee handbook, but I don't think this is allowed.
Well, I don't see him as often as you do.
He said that he wanted to know if I believed in the afterlife. Are bosses allowed to ask you that?
It's a bold question. I don't know. Does he know HIPAA regulations?
Well, he only asked because he said he had evidence of the afterlife.
Really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he said, well, he was shocked because he said that After I left yesterday to go to my grandmother's funeral,
I'm sorry for your loss.
she showed up to bring me lunch.
Your grandmother. Yeah. Whose funeral you would.
See, because I lied to my boss. I lied to him about where I was going.
I get it.
So if you have any, if you are a writer and would like to be hired on the show,
Absolutely.
you can send in your resume to Entertainment Picks, care of. No, seriously, folks, we have a great
We have a wonderful show
for
tonight.
you. Yes, we
do.
have Maxie Spisak is coming to us from Atlanta to talk with us today.
And I hear that a little space bug is going to visit us as
Bug
well?
is correct. Yes, we have one of our cohorts, Little Gene, is here tonight. And, of course, our picks of the week, the community calendar, all the things you expect, coming right up on Entertainment Picks.
All right.
Who's the writer? I want to talk to the writer right now.
This body, it has the power I need. I feel a connection to it. I can't explain. This could be who I am.
You've been given a chance to start over with a clean slate. How many of us get that chance?
Why did an enemy warship respond to me? Because I knew that ship. I've been on others like it, haven't I? Haven't I?
Oh, whatever you were, it's not who you are now.
I'm a warrior, aren't I?
Whoa! I forgot my seat was on.
Yes, all right. Andrew.
So, there you have it. Episode 2 of our new season. I mean, we've been doing this for a while.
You
but
might call it our second episode.
Some people do.
I do. Yeah. How are
Things
you?
were-
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good,
I'm doing well.
good.
It's been a very productive week.
Challenging for me.
Yeah. Anyway, we have. It's been, right now, Hollywood is abuzz with Oscar season, award season.
It is.
Lots of exciting news that's coming out of that. But something that came up recently, and I think you've been around longer than I
They're
have.
telling me my microphone is scraping again on the thing. So.
You need to, just slide that up. Right there. Sound good?
All right. Anywho,
Wardrobe.
Anyhow,
You've been around longer than I have. So when you saw the first Oscars,
okay.
have you ever seen news like this that the Oscars is not having a host this year?
It's a gutless thing. It's a gutless. They're afraid to commit, afraid to be offended, afraid of this, afraid of that. So they figure, well, it's every man for himself. So I guess they're just going to put all the trophies on the table. They're going to bum rush the stage, just grab
Every man
everything.
for himself. Those awards don't have the labels on them yet, so you got to get it engraved at the after party anyway.
Oh, kind of like at the Super Bowl, what they do is they make championship jerseys and hats for both teams.
Yeah.
And then you don't win, and they immediately destroy
exactly.
the other one.
Just in case Warren Beatty once again announces the wrong Best Picture.
Oh, and what? Gosh.
It's embarrassing.
I guess for that, I guess, but really all you have to do is just read the card.
But to be honest, to be the devil's advocate in this, I understand, everybody thinks of the host and thinks of the weight that they carry it for the show. But in this situation, you've got the host comes out, does a little, monologue and does some banter with the audience and that.
Right.
And then
It's fun.
And then really their purpose is just facilitating. They're truly a master of ceremony and just setting up the next presenter, because they always have multiple people as presenting.
Yeah, they do. I guess they're still going to have the presenters, but no master of ceremonies, which is weird because even weddings have DJs, masters. I mean, you get down to it, it's a cop-out.
Well,
in
and
my
speaking
opinion.
of La La Land, I mean, it was Jimmy Kimmel was hosting that year, and when that happened, he was the one that ran up on stage and got it settled and got the audience back in the groove and cracked a few jokes.
I wonder if someone's actually going to show up. It's still live, right?
I think so.
I wonder if someone's just going to
surprise.
Yeah, grab
Wouldn't
the bull
that
by
be
the
wild?
horns. It would.
But
and that would be great for ratings, but it's either you're going to show up to watch the Oscars or you're not. there's no, for a live show, there's no jumping in halfway and then expecting the whole country to say, hey, they actually do have a host. Quick, turn it on.
Right.
Turn it on. No, that ain't going to happen.
There'll be some surprise, because it was shocking when they were going back and forth. Was Kevin Hart going to do it? Was he not going to do it?
I love Kevin Hart, too.
He would be fantastic. And I hope that this doesn't tarnish the possibility of him coming back at a later date.
Well, it is Hollywood, and they march to a different drum.
True.
They just do.
It's true.
They just do.
But I think that in all fairness, I think that they've turned over every rock and tried to do their best, and were not able to find a host. And I think that the Academy has all but given up on the possibility of having a host. But I think there's one last audition tape that they should probably take a look at.
I don't think they saw it, did they?
They may not have. So I think it's our duty to make sure that they get to see every option.
You said
for
duty.
Duty. They should have every option of who should host the Oscars this year. Maybe these two.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Oscar Awards.
That's the 91st Oscar Awards. I'm your host, the one and only Andy Knode.
And Gary Kiser, and I'm here to give the awards and host the show. And
The award for best host would absolutely go to your friend and mine.
There is no reason to listen to him when you have me. For the Oscar Awards.
Oh, for me? Thank you. Oh, this has been a wonderful surprise to get my own Oscar for being such a wonderful host. You're welcome.
The Oscar.
Oscar. They'll never get the job. They'll never.
No, they don't. But it's funny. It's fun and funny. On that note, talking about the Oscars, I was shopping at some thrift stores, as I normally do.
That was the worst segue I've ever
I needed one. I couldn't think of anything. So I actually went to some thrift shops.
Oh, excellent.
And I found some more. I'm a huge thrift shop guy.
You do that a lot.
And you're always asking me if I
bring me more stuff?
Yes, and I have. So
Okay.
But I got another
Oh, the Gary's Thrift Shop find.
box. It's right here.
Ooh, the whole box. Ooh.
Yeah. Now, when you go to a thrift shop,
Why are there air holes cut in that?
when you go to a thrift shop, you have to take cash with you, because all thrift shops do not take credit card. Did you know
My
that?
drug dealer said the same thing.
They don't. Well, they don't. So I go there, and you have to have a budget as well. You don't want more than. You don't want to walk in with a credit card and say, "Oh, I want that, I want that."
So
No.
what's your technique? You go in with the $20 bill?
I go in
and
$20. $20.
I'm walking out with
and that's it. So, but I love doing it. So
Sure. Okay.
I went
What'd
there.
you find?
Here's something that I found. This is cool.
Okay.
I found this for, I think I paid 50 cents for that.
Paul Revere.
It is not Paul Revere.
Oh.
It's George Washington Creamer.
Really? Oh, that's the dollar.
It
That is good. I never.
Camera one.
I never thought that the tricorder hat does work good to pour.
Tricorn, not tricorder. They didn't have tricorders in those days. Yeah, tricorn. Tricorn hat. Matches that corn chip
It
thing.
does. Yes. That's good.
Wow. Okay. So I think I paid like 50 cents for that. Okay.
That was 25 cents too much.
Another thing that people look for are toys.
Oh,
right?
I like the toys. Yeah.
Well, I'm not afraid to buy the toys that are somewhat damaged.
Okay.
Gosh, I gotta hurry this up. Somewhat damaged. So tin toys are great. This is a late third. I think I paid like $2 for that.
Tin.
Sometimes thrift stores do not know the value of what they've got. Other times they do. They'll put things behind a counter. You have to be wary of those, because you don't want to pay retail. It's not thrifting if you pay retail.
This is before manufacturers were afraid of slicing kids' fingers open.
They didn't care. They didn't care.
Great, that'll go right next to my other car here.
Another big thing are pretty mid-century things. Transistor radios.
Oh yeah, you have quite a few of those.
Yes. Now you've got like the Alexa and the little pills.
Google. Yeah.
They're ugly. But back in the day, these transistor radios right here, they actually tried to make them look good. With the gold foil and the crystal type.
So what is it about when you see this setting on a shelf that makes you gravitate towards it?
Well, first off, don't buy something you don't like unless you're going to resell it.
Right.
Or you're buying it for somebody else.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. So if you like it and it's worth $2, like that was, even though I paid $10 for that. because I knew the value and I wanted it because
Yeah, sure.
it's what I want.
Yeah.
You know,
If
so it has to be.
I'm always fascinated with what people like. I love people's hobbies, and I love what people are passionate
You
about.
want to collect? Do I have time for one more?
Yeah, you got time for one.
All right. Disney, huge. We're talking about the Oscars. Huge.
Right. Oh, yeah, they won like 85
You got to
awards.
be willing to dig through toy boxes at the thrift stores.
Yeah.
A lot of junk toys, a lot of pieces, parts. You know, you see a lot of that stuff. But every once in a while, you dig down there. People don't notice. These are 1960s, mid 60s Marx toys, MARX toys, manufactured in West Virginia.
Okay.
Jiminy Cricket and Mickey Mouse from like
there a
67? 67, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Roman numeral. Those are fun. Disney's fun, but you got to be willing to dig.
There's other toys that are like that,
And
that
don't-
hard plastic kind of.
Polyethylene.
Okay.
Polyethylene is very cheap. It's a petroleum-based product. Everybody did it. So that's it. There's Jiminy right there.
of course,
That's all I
Jiminy.
got.
A little faded.
I don't have time for the other stuff. you know.
But no, these are great items.
But those are my thrift market, thrift shop finds.
Right.
And my pick of the week, because it is Oscar week, is Patton, the 1970 film, Academy Award winning Best Picture and Best Actor for George C. Scott, brings an interesting, controversial point that we're realizing today. At that time, George C. Scott considered himself just a working actor. And the Academy Award was just part and parcel what you do. So he didn't refuse the Oscar, he just refused to attend to accept the Oscar. Mainly because, yes, he was proving a point that he was a working actor, and there were many other actors that were worthy of the same accolades. But my pick is Patton from 1970, Academy Award winner for Best Picture, and George C. Scott for Best Actor. That's my pick of the week.
And my pick of the week, also in honor of the Oscars, is Bradley Cooper, who is up for an Oscar for Best Actor in his film, A Star is Born. But I want to go back to some of his previous work, namely the movie American Sniper, which I think, just in my opinion, he should have won Best Actor for. It's a tremendous film about PTSD and how an American soldier deals with that in today's culture. And his performance, just on an emotional level, and the weight and gravity that he brings to the performance is impeccable. I wish he would have won, but he didn't. But we still get to enjoy the film American Sniper. He's also really good in A Star is Born as well. But my pick is Bradley Cooper. Go watch some of his movies for Oscar week. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We've got a very special guest to us that is coming via telephone because she's in Atlanta right now working with the Super Bowl 53 for some programs that are happening down there. We have Maxie Spisak. Welcome, Maxie, to the show.
Hi. It's good to be on here live from the ATL. Thanks for having me, Andrew and Gary.
Absolutely. So this is exciting. You are down in Atlanta now getting ready for some of the programs, and you're working with the NFL and some other affiliates to put together several different programs. Give us kind of just an overview of what your job entails down there.
Okay. Makeup is my passion, and I'm styling too. I'm getting ready to do a bunch of interviews for the players and former players and former Super Bowl championships, coaches, and other media. So I've got it all, the whole genre of it all.
And you had mentioned that you've been working with the Super Bowl since '94. Is that right?
Yes. It's good to be back. That was my very first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 28 in 1994. I remember it so vividly. It was with the Cowboys and the Bills. The Cowboys won.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just an amazing, wonderful opportunity. And I got hooked. Once you are really on the field and you can walk the field and roll on the field, you want to do it again.
So how did you get started doing makeup for television and film in general?
Okay. Basically, when I was 17, I received one year, a full scholarship to art school, and then I had when I was 17, I had a one-woman show in the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Wow.
And from that, my mom was an artist for American Greetings, so she did the cards. So I wanted to do something different and take it and paint like a living canvas. So I went all around Cleveland, and Dick Goddard was one of my first ones I did makeup for TV, and just evolved from then. Started doing stuff for CNN and TNT Sports, TBS Sports, and just about everybody. All the major networks then started hiring me, and I am a company. So I sold my first painting from the when I had the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and that money funded to start my business.
And from my experience of being on set, the makeup artist is typically your first stop. You get there first thing in the morning, get some coffee, and then you're expected in the makeup trailer to get made up for the day. Is that sometimes a challenge, that you're seeing some of these different personalities first thing in the morning, and you're the first face that they see, and you're starting this process with them?
Well, sometimes I end up making their coffee or tea too. I do my research.
Oh, sure.
Every client and every talent I have, and I know what their favorites are, and that's very important to do that, because sometimes they're coming off a plane, or you just worked a 12, 15-hour day,
Sure.
or you're coming across country. And if you can make them, my motto, keep smiling, register and trademark, if I can put that smile on their face immediately, it's going to be a fun, happy, beautiful day for them. And
Helps everybody, sure.
Yeah, and I know the producers really appreciate that.
Absolutely, because happy talent is much easier to work with.
Now, Maxie, on that note right there, it's very cool being down at the Super Bowl, and but I'm kind of the movie buff. That's what really made me gravitate towards getting you on the show today. You said that you had done makeup for Matthew McConaughey here recently. Is that correct?
Yeah. I had I was honored and blessed to work with him again. I first worked with him on the trailers for Sahara, that movie, and we just kind of hit it off. And I enjoy. He's real down to earth. Just really cares about the crew and everyone. And I love when I get the phone call to work with him.
So
he's an amazing person.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's always encouraging to hear when most people see celebrities, the front-facing view of them. That it's always nice to hear that they are good and decent people when the cameras aren't rolling. So how do you find this work? I imagine with a lot of jobs in the industry, there's a lot of networking, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of recommendations and that sort of thing.
Yeah, a lot of recommendations. I have a few things that I try to be more unique about, because I do hair, makeup, wardrobe, styling, and I'll even do some set dressing too. So if they can get the whole package deal,
Nice.
not just economically, things that if they're going to get the full what they need.
Maxie, moving forward, when you get back home here, do you have anything coming up here in the local area, in the Northeast Ohio area?
Yes, I have. I work with the Cavs, the Browns, the Indians, the Cleveland Clinic, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I just got invited recently. One of the most exciting things, like I said, I'm trying for an Oscar. So I got a personal invite to the 2019, coming up next month, Celebrity Gifting Suite for the celebration of the 91st Oscar Award. And all the nominees will be there. The media, other celebrities, newspapers, TV producers, and it is going to be awesome.
Terrific.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to let you go before we talk about your Emmy Award. Tell us about how you received that on what project.
Okay. I've done many. I've won 5 Emmy Awards. I'm blessed and honored to receive 5 Emmy Awards. And like I said, I love an Oscar. I did a couple of the shows with a couple montages with a lot of well-known people. And then I did for sports, Inside the NBA on TNT and Inside TBS Baseball, MLB Baseball. And with Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith. So I've worked with them over a quarter of a century.
Wow, that's terrific. Well, Maxie, thank you so much for taking some time out of your schedule down there to speak with us. And we absolutely will have to connect with you again once you're back in town.
thanks for having me, Andrew and Gary, and keep smiling from Super Bowl 53.
We will. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Maxie.
And welcome back. Today with us is a very special guest producer. One of the stars of the hit online TV show.
Excuse me, it's not one of the stars. It is the star.
Mixed Nuts, Little Gene. Little Gene, how are you?
Yeah, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me on my show. You know, next week I'm going to be the host of this show.
Okay.
Instead of this loser.
Gene, you were going to set up a little clip for Mixed Nuts.
Yeah,
this
but
week's
first
Mixed Nuts.
I was going to ask you to lean your head over so I can pick my teeth in the shine from your skull.
All right, Gene, you want to set up this clip? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'll set you up. Now listen, this is a star of my own show. Finally, the network's agreed that I should have my own show. Look at my face. And it is called Little Gene's Mixed Nuts. Camera 2.
Carl, Science Officer Carl, come in, Carl. Carl, Science Officer Carl, come in, Carl.
Science Officer Carl, this is Science Officer Carl. Come in, Gene, Captain Gene.
Carl, could you come up to the navigation deck, please?
Yeah, sure, on my way.
I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by.
Carl, why is Little Gene at the helm?
Oh, well, he felt that he wasn't pulling his weight around here on Bend 1, so he asked what he could do to help, and I said, why don't you fly the ship?
Get that dummy out of my seat.
Hey, what gives?
Well, Captain's orders.
Well, I'll be in my quarters in case anyone needs the dummy.
And on today's community calendar, Monster Jam Triple Threat Series at the Q. Enjoy a family-friendly experience starring the biggest performers on four wheels. Monster Jam trucks, Monster Jam speedsters, and Monster Jam ATVs. I wonder if they'll have Monster Jams. These 12 feet tall, 10,000-pound machines will bring you to your feet, racing and ripping up a custom-designed track full of obstacles to soar over or smash through. These beasts are sure to capture the hearts of both young and old. To purchase tickets or for more information, visit theqarena.com. Our Town at Orville High School Auditorium, March 1st and 3rd. Orville High School Drama Club proudly presents the wonderfully classic play, directed by a friend of EPIC's, Denny Miller, Our Town. It's a 1938 meta-theatrical three-part play by American playwright Thornton Wilder. It tells the story of the fictional American small town of Grover's Corners between 1901 and 1913 through the everyday lives of its citizens. Our Town. Ryan Hood at the Wayne County Historical Society, March 17th. Hailing from Tucson, Arizona, acoustic duo Ryan Hood have performed more than 800 shows in 42 U.S. states. Only 8 to go. Their airtight vocal harmonies, along with Ryan's rapidly precise guitar riffs and Cameron's soulfully rich lead vocals, create the pleasantly distinguishable Ryan Hood sound. And that's my community calendar.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to Entertainment Picks, and now that I've taken over as host, you're welcome. Good night, everybody. Yay!